So, hello everyone. This is Denise with Artist at Work. Right here. I'm testing out a new camera today, so I'm hoping all goes well. I got an Osmo, a DJI Osmo 4 and Action 4 it's called. Yeah, which is kind of cool. So I'm in 4K 60 right now. DJI Mimo. Okay. So, all right. So what I decided to do today is, thanks for your patience there, and hey, I want to thank you all for subscribing to my channel. I got some new subscribers this week, and thank you so much. You're all so wonderful. Thank you. It makes me feel so good that people are watching and liking what I'm doing. And I don't work like everybody else. I'm a working artist. I love to work every day. So I like to have everything around me. There's a lot of artists out there who have everything really nice and neat, and I'm not the neatest one, but that's because I like to have everything around me. So anyway, back to the castle. So I found these little popsicle sticks, okay, and I'm going to be painting these black, and I'm going to use these as an edging around the top of the castle box. I thought I would work on this fella right here, and he's a King Arthur character here. I found thrift store shopping actually, but I want to make him a Scottish guy for my Scottish castle. And this, I found an image of a Scottish, I don't know if you call them knights or guards or what Scottish guys are, but he's playing the bagpipes, and he was a little too tall. So I'm going to show you how I make him shorter so he'll fit this card. Now I'm not going to worry about this because I'm going to use this part to extend him. And I'm not going to use this part of the figure. Okay? And so what I did was I took some of this Duraclear. This Duraclear right here, okay, and Duraclear satin varnish, and there's a coating on this cardboard. So in order for me to color on it with the acrylic marker, which I have a number 680 here. These are the Temu acrylic markers, and I'm not going to try to say that name right there. See that? Right there. Okay. Don't know how to say it. So I'm going to shake this guy up a little bit here. And I'm going to place him in place right here. Get my white glue. Get my brush here. Okay. And I'm just going to glue him in place, glue the image where I want him to be, where I want it to be. Just like this. Okay. Place him down, straighten him out, and I want him a little straighter. Just like that. I'm going to make sure he's even with his pipe. Up to his mouth a little bit here. He's got a long beard, so I think that will just about do it. Right there. Eyeball it here. Okay, so I'm going to take my glue and paper mache this part down. And I think I'm a little too far away. I'm going to try to bring you down a bit closer. There we go. We are closer. That better? There we go. I think that's a little better. Alright, so I'm going to make sure I don't hit this. Once again, I'm trying this out for the first time, so I've got to get things adjusted. So I'm just going to put him right there, just like that. Bagpipes and all. Place him down here. I'm not worried if he doesn't have anything here. I'll put something in later. Right now I'm just going to get him in place. Wipe off my mess. Here. Okay. There we go. And I'm going to go right over his hat up here. He has a funky different hat, so. And I'm going to put that right on his head. Just like that. And make him Scottish. Just like that. Okay. Pretty cool, huh? Alright. So, I'm going to double up the back here. I'm going to get some paper. And I'm going to put that behind the sections that don't have anything. Just going to place that there. Give him some extra protection. Should use a longer piece because I'm going to put in more of his, there's more right here. I had cut this off earlier because it was too long, but I'm going to shorten it up. And I'm going to place it right about here instead. See that? Okay. And I'm going to add in his socks. I had cut these earlier, but I'm going to place the socks back in. Just like this. Just like that. There we go. And now I'm going to add his feet, which were too long, so I'm going to have to go underneath. I'm going to make his feet a little shorter so they stay on the cardboard here. I'm just making him a little shorter. There we go. Now he's standing, he's a little shorter. Okay, I think I can pull this down a little bit more. Maybe not. Okay. Now that his feet are shorter, I can replace this. Okay. There. There, I like that better now. Alright. Now we got our man in place. His feet are in there. Like that. Now this part right here, I'm going to take out. I'm going to wipe that off real quick here. So put some coating there. Alright. And I changed his face. Changed his eyes on his face and his eyebrows. Okay. It's not exactly the same. Oh, it's hot today. I'm telling you guys. I gotta get a little sip of water. Okay. Alright, so now I'm going to make all of this right here disappear with this gray. I think I should use black first. Use black first. Because sometimes it takes a darker color. There we go. Just going to use black. Go over where his arm was. See that? It just disappears now into the background. And I'm going to take away this section here. Just like that. There we go. And now it looks just like he was all together in one piece. Just like that. Okay. Great. Alright, now I'm going to take some more little bit of paper here. And I'm going to put some more paper right back here along his back section here, where right here, to give him extra strength. Paper mache this down. Okay. That just doubles it up for me, and it'll harden up, and then we can just cut away afterwards like this. Okay. So there's my Scottish man. And this is for my castle project. Yeah. So as you can see in this picture here, okay, this picture here, you've got the edgings up at the top here on this castle, where I got it circled. Okay. So I'm going to set him aside to dry, and actually I do need to add a little more paper up here around his hat, so I'm just going to put some backing on there. Right up here. Like I said, it's just for support. There. And up here around his hat. And like I said, we'll just cut that away later. All right, there we go. So afterwards, okay, I'm going to try to blend this in. I'm just going to paint this color and fill in the background here. It's almost the same. It's a little got a little more purple to it. There, we just made all that spot disappear and changed the whole look of him completely. There. Recolorizing. Right there. Okay. And there he is. Now, all right, so I'm going to set him back here on my table to dry. And we're just going to cut along the ledge. And he's not finished yet. I will add fabric paints and stuff to his tassels, fix up his socks, fix that line right there. I will make his head all puffy and change that, and I may lighten this whole background to a lighter brown afterwards anyways. And I will make a new holder stand for him right down here because the pattern's right there anyways. Okay, so I'm just going to cut this carefully. There we go. And that's how I change my characters, which is so much fun and makes them so different. Okay, so here he is. All right, now I'm on to the next thing here. Okay, so like I said, I'm gonna paint some of these. I'm gonna paint these all black. I don't know if I said that yet or not, but I'm gonna paint these black. And I was searching for these yesterday. That's why I didn't videotape right away, because I couldn't find these. But I have found a whole packet of these chess pieces, okay? And I thought, wow, what a great little accent these would be along the bottom and edge in the front of the castle. And I found all the little, I think these are called rooks, the little horses. Okay. And the little, these little guys that would go in the corners. I don't remember what they're called, but the little short guys. And so what cool. I am so glad I found them, because these are all wood and I can paint them if I want to too. But what a great idea, huh? And these might go great along the top edge after I put these borders on. So I'm just going to start painting. Oh, and I also found this little piece. Now, this was a cake piece or something, and what I'm going to do is I'm probably take this part off, okay, and use this plastic piece. I'm going to cut this really short, and then I'm going to take some of this blue foam, okay, and the flag for Scottish is blue with, I think, a white X or cross. I'm going to research that and check it, but I'm going to make a flag later on with that. So I'll get my black paint out, my cup, okay, like this. I always use this brush for everything, you guys. Okay, so I'm gonna paint these black, just like this. just like this. I'm going to set these, I should set them upright so they'll dry like this. I'll tell you one thing, this camera you can see a whole lot more than the old one. But like I said, I'm working. Not everything gets put away all the time. Okay. So I'm just going to paint, paint, paint. All right. And I'll probably also cut off the edges of these because I might keep them. I gotta stop and decide for a minute. So I'm gonna do this off camera. And I will be back in a little bit, okay? Okay, I'm back. So, off camera, I decided to paint these black, okay? And I'm going to put them up onto the castle right now. I think I'm going to leave the rounded edges. It kind of gives it a nice look. So I'm going to do that right now. Get my glue. And I got my full glue, you guys, so you don't have to wait. Okay, so I'm going to glue this edge right here. Like this. Okay. Through the edge. And just going to place it up. Make sure it's even. And I'm going to put it right about like that. Make sure it's even with this castle piece here. And it's not going to bother when I open the box with the hinge. It's not going to bother it. See that? Okay. Just like that. I'm going to go around. And this is a 6-sided octagon. I'm going to turn this around. And off camera, I decided to paint these little rooks, okay, black. And they do have a shiny coat. So what I did was, of course, there was varnish on them, and you want to protect them. So I took this Duraclear varnish. I put that on first, and then I painted these black over it. Because if you do this with the varnish on it, like the other kind of varnish, it's probably like polyurethane varnish. I can't say for sure it was on there. What's going to happen is that won't stick to the acrylic paint. But if you put the Duraclear on first, let it dry, and what's going to happen is you'll have a surface that will be able to be painted. Put the light on here. So I'm going to eyeball it once again. Put this little edging, glue it on. Looks pretty good. Up. Up. Okay. Like that. And we'll keep going. Put these over here. Okay. Keep going around. I'm just so glad that I found these in my stash, and it just made the perfect edging I was thinking about in my head. I get these little visions like in my head, and I was like, wow, I want that look, you know. So going around, there we go. Keep going. And when you're putting this box together, you really need to think, excuse me, you really need to think where the hinge is on the back, so when you open it up, it's not going to hit it. And what you may want to put on top. I was thinking about putting another layer on this box on the top, but it just would be too much, I think. And now that I found the rooks I was looking for, I think for sure I'm going to put the rooks on top instead, and that will really give the top part of the box a more finished look, more fun look too. Okay. So I'm just going to put these on. And so I just found these in my stash. Okay, one more to go. So, and again, this is part 3 of making a castle box. And I still have to do the inside of this yet. I'm not even close to being done yet, so I don't know how many parts this will have, but for right now, this is part 3. Alright, there we go. That looks great. Show you how it looks on the front. See that edging right here. There we go. Looks great. Okay, now I'm going to put the rooks on. And I'm going to put them in the corners here. Let me get you in camera here. Right here. I'm going to put one in each spot. Right here. Another one here. And another thing I like to make sure of is that we keep the box light. You don't want it too heavy, so you know you go to pick it up and oh my gosh, the thing weighs 100 pounds. No, I don't want that. So, and I'm going to put another one right here. There we go. And if I need to touch any of these up later, I can. Just right now, I'm showing you this so that we can get through it. But once again, just recycled materials that I have found thrift store shopping around different areas, which is so much fun. These have a little felt bottom, so what's going to happen is it's going to be great for gluing them to this surface. I got one more, you guys. Wow, it is literally transforming. And I decided to use the little horses. There we go. Look at that. Wow. So there we go. They are on the top now. Let's see if I can bring you down here. Well, all I'll do is lift it up. I'll lift it up. Okay, so you can see these on the top. Doesn't that look great? I mean, I will give you a front visual of it later. I gotta let everything dry now. Okay, then next, I should say, next I'm going to put these little horses here. I'm going to put them right on the front. See how far I can go here. I'm going to put these on the front right here. One in each front. I wish they were just a little shorter, but they won't go anywhere. So I'm going to get my glue. And put one here and one here. Okay, so I think they look fabulous in front of the door. Front of the entrance of the castle. Just look fabulous. There we go. Now we've got the horses in place. Okay. You see them? Okay, so I'm back, and off camera, I have a new camera, you guys, and the camera kind of shut off from overheating, and I'm back, and so while there's battery stuff that goes on with this camera, and not used to it, so I'm getting to know it, and we changed the settings to try and make it better. So this is what I've done off camera while we were waiting for that. I've added the little Scottish dogs here, and also added another dog, lion. I think they're lions or statue, whatever these are. There's two here on the front. Okay. And I added some trimming. I added that Scottish trimming that I found the other day at the Hobby Lobby. Okay, you can see it. All the way around. That's how we did the back. And I put some glitter glue here. I wanted to show all this on camera. And I'm starting to trim the castle top with the glitter, with the shimmery, it's iridescent, this stuff right here, Scribbles Iridescence in Gold. Okay, that makes a really good shimmery top there. I put the edging right here, and I painted the prongs and put them on top. Okay. And I put some glitter glue, black glitter glue, on the doggies. You can see they're shimmering. Okay. And like I showed all the way around. Okay. So that's what I've done to it so far. So I want to thank you all for subscribing to my channel, and just wanted to show where I'm at right now. And this is Denise with Artist at Work. So thank you once again, and I'll come back soon and show you part 4. This is part 3 of making a castle box. Once again, this all opens. Okay, and I will do the inside pretty soon. So just showing you everything that I've gotten done, how cute it's coming out. Okay, and I think I'm going to change this part. I think I'm just going to paint it all green. That will really set it off, I think. So thanks for watching, and subscribe, give me thumbs up. Part 3 of making a castle box.